So I've only done Conan twice.
Right.
Now that sounds very.
That's so funny. I've never done it.
I know that sounds. I realize because I said that how that. But like guys like Norman have done it like 9 times,
right.
maybe more. And like, but I've only done it. But I did that bit on Conan, and it bombed.
Really?
Like I bombed on my second time on Conan was a legit start to finish bomb.
That is insane to me.
Yes, and it's just because I just did the one bit, and it was that bit. And it just, right from the get-go, it just didn't catch.
Right.
And I felt that moment where, fuck, this audience they're not on board yet. If they're not on board by this first line, and they weren't, and I just plowed through, and it bombed. And you could even see it in Conan's eyes when he got off, when he was walking over to me, the way he was like, he gave me this look that was very like, you just bombed on my show, but hey, sympathy.
Yeah.
Like, I've been there.
Yeah.
But this simultaneous look of like, you fucking poor fuck. You know what I mean?
You can't switch it up. You can't go into different material. You just have to keep it going.
You can't. And I remember, and I know, and the booker of Conan at the time, he still is, I believe, a gentleman named J.P. Buck, who is an exceptional human being.
Yeah.
Industry-wise, A+ human being.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent person to work with. Just gets comedy. And he let me do that bit, and he even pointed out, he's like, this is a risk, but go for it. And after the, you do the, hi, Conan, I just bombed.
Yeah.
I remember even Andy coming over and being like, the audiences have been weird lately. I'm like, you're talking about a TV show. Weird lately.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the comic still
Can
in you.
you say the bit?
Oh
wait, is it on your? It's on your.
No, because I'm doing it because now I'm moving on to my next hour, and I'm bringing it back because this was in 2013.
Oh, that's awesome.
13 that it bombed on Conan, and I haven't done it since.
Wow.
And I've been
wow.
and I was looking at it for this special,
betrayed,
but it was like it just doesn't fit.
Right.
But then I pulled it out, and I'm gonna do it. But like basically, like the booker, I remember when I went backstage, he comes over and goes, "How do you feel about that?"
Yeah.
And I had to. I faked like, "Hey man, you're not thinking right." And also it was like, and this sounds like I'm bragging, but it's not because it was brutal. But I get at the time Pete Holmes was doing the Pete Holmes show, the next studio over in Burbank. So I get off fucking stage. I talk to the booker for a second. I go in my green room. Fucking Burr is in there. And Burr's like, hey, I came to watch your set. And I was like, and he gave me this look of like, hey, I know you don't want to talk about this. And like, in one, he just goes, hey, man, good story. Hey, anyway, I got to run over. But it was a way where it was like, I could tell even he was like, yeah, you just fucking hate it. Right. But you'll get over it.
Right.
You'll get over it. You'll be okay. Hey. And then like later I talked about it with him, and he was just very like, but now you know. Right. Now you know what it feels like to eat it on TBS. You're fine. You ate it on basic cable. Move on. That's why I fucking love Burr. He's got that like, shit happens. Just press ahead. You'll be fine. And I still want to like,
get into this.
You can't find it anywhere. I've tried. I think JP he aired it that night, and I remember watching it in LA at my buddy's house, watching it and being like, yeah, that was just as bad as I thought.
Oh my god.
Oh god. And like, it's so bad. And then it hurt. But it was you pay your little dues here and there, and I still get the chills thinking about
this is.
But I've looked
hear.
it up. I looked it up like 6 months ago. Like I scoured the internet trying to find it because I wanted to rewatch it because I was thinking about doing it in this special. I couldn't find it anywhere, and I think they just scrubbed it because it was like, yeah, we don't need to.
We love Sean.
I mean, JP at least. I think he does.
So there's a thing about that. Like I've watched people bomb on late nights, but usually the ones I've seen him bomb are people who I honestly don't think are funny and didn't kind of deserve. Like, they didn't deserve it. B, I've seen people bomb and not know they bomb. What's kind of nice is you're a comedian who I respect, and I'm like, this guy's so fucking funny. Yeah. And to see you take that, but still has so much other great work around you is. I don't know. It's nice because it's like I can't explain it because it's like I just I still everyone respects you, and to see to keep going, like it didn't even affect you. You had to tell us that. There's a lot of comedians who can walk in here and go, I know you bombed on that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, because you've done so much other good shit around it that you can get a C+ on a test every now and again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
But how do you? I mean, like you're saying you heard. Is that like how long did that stay? I mean, you're saying it's still with you, but
it's still with me. But I truly do believe like you can't. And I believe this for years, but like I think it's even truer now. There's no such there is no one set that makes or breaks you anymore. Either or.
Yeah.
You might have a killer set, Think about how many people. Oh, excuse me, I spat everywhere. But think about how many people we all know who've had amazing, like in the past 5 years,
right?
Who've had like amazing late night sets or amazing, Comedy Central clips or amazing even specials, and that wasn't enough to really launch or destroy them. And think about all the people we know who've had dog shit versions of those,
right?
And it still didn't. It's never one set that makes or breaks you anymore. It's just it's a galaxy of those sets. It's a system of cracks in the wall that eventually crumbles and you move on. But so a set I remember really focusing on the idea of it fucking sucked, dude. It was terrible. But also I did kind of have the there's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't go back.
And you had a great one in the bank already.
My first Conan set was good. Yes.
So
I don't think I've only done 3 late night sets total. I don't like them. I just I know that sounds heavy. Someone who just is like I bomb.
No.
But the stress that goes into a late night set.
Yeah.
And everything. It's just stylistically for what I do. It's not 100%. Conducive.
Yeah.
However, I would like to do another late night set.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like to do it again because I know I can do it now because that was almost 9 years ago that I did that last Conan set. But my first ever late night set was really good, and then they just got progressively. My first Conan was good, and then this one.
Right.
But I don't know, man. I what's a good way to say this? You don't, and I don't mean this in a fuck you industry way, but it's a fact. You don't need them anymore.
No.
So if you're doing, and every comic I hear being but it looks good for a resume. I'm like, if the only person reading that resume is you,
right,
then great. If you need that for your own personal, I get it.